Hey y'all, hey, it's KendyK. All day doing my meal prep like I did last week on a Saturday. And I've got some cabbage that I've fortified to give me an extra boost of protein. And y'all, when I say that I use meal prep to streamline my work week, I'm for real about it. This is not, this is just me and my life. I've been doing this. And so typically I'm going to do my meal prep on a Sunday or a Monday. I usually have Monday meal prep. But since I've been on my Zepbound weight loss journey, I've been doing my meal prep on Saturday. I did last Saturday as well, and that worked out really good for me. And just the more I know I have things ready to go, because friends, still managing fatigue much better, but you can definitely feel a fatigue. And I am on Zepbound. I'm on the starter dose of Zepbound 2.5, starter dose of Zepbound, and just took my week 5 injection, but which was really only my 4th injection. And I took that today. And so far, so good. So far, so good. So this was just a small head of cabbage. And I bet you I have maybe right at a full pound of ground beef here. And friends, it was already browned and frozen. It was frozen. Let me see, because I need to taste it, because it's either ground beef or it is mild Italian sausage. So let me see. It's got a good flavor. I do know that. Yes, I just browned this ground beef off. It was already frozen. It was already fully cooked. It just needed to thaw. And added more, of course, bell pepper strips and onions. And I feel like I'm going to add just a little bit of one of my go-tos, Better Than Bouillon. That is the vegetable base, and it has carrots, celery, onion, and tomatoes. So, and then as for protein, as part of my meal prep, thank you all for joining me. My protein this week, and this will get me started for the week. I've got some sirloin boneless pork chops. Them on down and keep them nice and moist. I have 3-color bell pepper strips underneath these, and I just season them with a little bit of Lowry's seasoning salt and reduced sodium Lowry's, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, you know, the Trinity, and bell pepper strips and onions underneath and on top. And 350 degrees. And so I'm pushing protein. I'm pushing high protein as I launch into week 4 of my Zepbound weight, as I go into week 5. So I took the shot today, but it was only my 4th shot. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Nice hot oven. Just gonna bake those until they're done. Pork is the other white meat. And those are loin chops, so those are a nice lean cut of pork, if that makes any sense. Boneless loin chops. And y'all, I'm just giving it a heavy dose of, I like my cabbage to have a little bite to it. So yeah, I probably got as much meat in here as I do cabbage, okay? Because I need the protein. I'm learning that, right? And so let's just add a spoonful of seasoned vegetable base. And once you open this, it is shelf stable until you open it. And then once you open it, you put it in the refrigerator. It's kind of like Knorr's chicken base or Knorr's beef base. That might be the powder or the cubes, but this is a paste. It's a paste. So I'm just going to go in with about that much. And y'all, it does have sodium in it, so no sodium else needed. Now the meat was frozen, part of my meal prep, y'all. So I just thawed it up in the pan and put my cabbage on top of it. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day. And as you can see, I've got my meal prep dishes ready to go. And this is dinner for a few days. Meals, that is, for a few days. And friends, something resonated loudly with me from another person who's also taking Zepbound on their weight loss journey, Doses of Shani. Check her out if you're not familiar with Doses of Shani. And so friends, I also picked up broccoli, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm actually feeling a little fatigued. So I'm just going to take it easy. I'll fix the broccoli in another couple of days. I also picked up from Sam's Club this morning. I picked up 2 pounds of fresh strawberries, good dose of fiber, and I have still just one more serving of blackberries. So I might get a few of those ready. And then y'all, that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna have this cabbage. I don't know, I might kick up my cabbage. Thank you. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Jerry G. I'm just doing my meal prep. You know I'm on a weight loss journey for the last time. Thank you all for those kind humans who hit that like button for me. I certainly appreciate it. Thank you, friends. And let me see here. I might add a few tomatoes to this. Give us something a little bit different. Let's see what we can do. So got a couple different styles of tomatoes here. Oh, that's the fridge. I left the fridge open. Did I do that? So y'all, I have a couple different types of tomatoes. I've got some fire roasted tomatoes. They give a great flavor. And I have just some Great Value brand Italian diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and oregano. And I did put some minced garlic in here. I didn't have any fresh garlic, but I used minced garlic, and I buy the minced garlic in water. And I also have rotel, so I could add that. I'm also, at this moment, y'all, I'm still new to GLP-1s, and, you know, I've learned already that it's better to eat bland. So the fire roasted typically is just enough spiciness in a good way, not really heat. But, yeah, and this is probably as far as I want to take my cabbage, because that'll give me good roughage for the week. Good doses of fiber. Any roughage, cabbage, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, turnips and mustard. When I say turnips, I say mustards because we mix ours together. But collards we eat separately. Different texture. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day doing her meal prep for the week on my GLP-1 weight loss journey using Zepbound. Today is day 1 of week 5 on my Zepbound journey. And I was only able to take 4 shots because I had a travel week in here for work. And messed around and did not take my shot, my injection. I shouldn't say the S word. I didn't take my injection with me on accident, nor did I take it early. I kept thinking about it all week, thinking about folks like Amy Loses It and Low Carb Queen. They've all had conversations on their channel. It's been really good, y'all. I'm at somewhere between 11 and a half and 12 pounds. I did not weigh today, and I don't know why. I should have weighed today, and I've got to do better by even taking my measurements. Y'all told me to take before pictures, and it's now week 5, day 1, and I have done neither. And y'all, it's just been, life is life, and so, but I do know the last time I took my weight a couple of days ago, I was 11 and a half pounds down, and I've been walking more, and my goal as far as movement is just to move more, get more steps in than I did the day before. So far so good. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome Chip. Welcome Jerry G. Thank you all for being here. Precious, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you in these YouTube streets, Precious. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day. So this is where I'm going, and I'm thinking that the fire roasted tomatoes would be good, or maybe I should go more bland and just go with the Italian style diced tomatoes with an extra boost of basil, garlic, and oregano in them. Fire roasted, it might sound like that makes it hot, but it doesn't. It just makes it have a good, kind of like Italian flavor. And you know, Rotel just makes everything really good. And I think we're going to use the fire roasted tomatoes. Because one thing for sure, I want this to be really good. So I just rinsed off the top of my tomatoes, and it was a pop top. So we went with the fire roasted tomatoes. This is just to be a side, or I can just eat it as a main dish, because as you can see, I boosted that protein. I'm pushing protein, and I've got some pork loin chops in the oven, just baking them off. For a moment or two, I thought about grilling them outside, but y'all, it's day 1 of my injection, and this will be my 4th injection, though I'm starting week 5. This is day 1 of week 5, and did my 4th injection because I missed a dose. So, you know, I guess I'm just being transparent. Okay, I missed a dose because of my trial week for work, and just had a lot on my mind, I guess. Not thinking about all that I needed to be thinking about. Got a few blackberries here. It looks like they held up. When it comes to my blackberries, I don't wash them until I need them, because they are so fragile. So I'm going to add a few strawberries, and I will work on getting the strawberries meal prepped. We can meal prep the strawberries tomorrow. Giving myself grace. Giving myself grace. So, those berries look great though. Fresh strawberries and fresh blackberries. And I do have a little bit of whipped cream in a can. I can put a little bit of that on there, can't I? If I want a little sweetness. And these berries, y'all, you better use, when you get fresh berries, go ahead and use those right away. So I'll definitely be using my 2-ingredient fruit and veggie wash that I make myself. 100% all natural. I'll finish cleaning these up tomorrow. So this is fruit. Also a good source of fiber. as well. And I make my own 2-ingredient fruit and veggie wash. So I'll be doing that while I finish up my meal prep. And baked pork chops are in the oven. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. It's KendyK all day. Thank y'all for being here.